What up, though, Pride Nation? Welcome back to another one of the Field Review podcast shows. We're about to get into it, man. Obviously, we're talking Detroit Lions football. And I'm having fun doing this. It has been a interesting experiment. But we here. People, today I hope to be a good one. Now, Man Beast Morris is supposed to join me. He's a little late, but hopefully he jumps in and get in before I get out of here. If you have not realized, there will be a roundtable on my channel at 7:00. So today's show is going to be short, so I can prepare for the roundtable, so we can talk more Detroit Lions that way. Let me make sure I ain't missing nothing. What else? Oh, I can't say this enough. I'm all about great news. JGB. Please give that man a congratulations, as he is due to have a new baby. So he's got a baby on the way, and I want to congratulate him. Let me see. Anything else I'm forgetting? Who's on the round table, he says. You got to come and see. All right. Let's see who's in the building already today, people. We got ourselves a nice little room today. Delusional Lion fan, Dim Sum, Angelo, Silverback Prime. Hard work and dedication. We got Looney Tunes in the building. We got Dr. Detroit in the building. Joey 2 times. We have ourselves, make sure I ain't missing nobody. Gold Lions, One Pride 40. Midwest Lion, D-Map Zooms. One Funky Lion fan. Let me see. Make sure I ain't missing nothing. Motor City Thanos is in the building. Old Timer Dave is in the building. John Kapler's in the building. Steve-O's in the building. Lion King is in the building. Izzy 777 is in the building. Let me see. Make sure I ain't forgetting nobody. All right. I'm going kind of quick through this. So I'm trying to hope I don't mess this up. Listen, people. I want to let people roll up in here because I'm about to do something that I know people don't think I do. And that's make an apology. Shout out to my man, Mr. Marcus 42, who just jumped in here. John Jones just jumped up in the building. What up, though? I owe y'all an apology. I do. I owe y'all an apology. And as any wise man would, he should make sure that he follow through on this. So I've been spending some time doing some things, paying attention to some things, and it hit me like a ton of bricks, people. Like a ton of bricks. The reason I owe y'all an apology is because I thought it was just Lions fans who had lost their damn mind and enjoyed the comfort and company of a wide receiver. But after going on to a Cincinnati Bengals page and going on to a Los Angeles Chargers page, I realized that we are not alone. It is some fans out here who have lost their damn mind. And my assumption that it was just us. It was just us that does this weirdness blows my mind. Have y'all ever just decided to take a gander over to the Cincinnati Bengals world and look at how they fan base talk? They got a franchise quarterback, and all they are talking about is we got to get him weapons, not an offensive lineman. You go over to the San Diego Chargers, who literally dumped their whole line, brought in 3 free agents, and is still trying to add another lineman, and their response is you got to get him more weapons. Because Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, they're not enough. I owe you all an apology. I did not know that there were so many delusional fans out there. I did not know this. It's just ridiculous. So I wanted to open the show up with that apology, because to me, I have to be able to give my just dues to the truth. And the truth is it's not just Lions fans. There are a lot of dumbass fans, period. It just is. No matter how much you try to clean it up, no matter how much we try our best to make it simple, they just stupid. We've tried to purge them from the world of stupidity. No. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So I wanted to start off with that. Okay. I had to. There's too many of them. All right. Now, we got to start this off a little bit different because obviously the draft is getting real close. Real close. And with the draft getting as close as it is, it got me to wondering. Okay. It got me to wondering. Possible strategies. And so I gotta ask y'all a question, people. Can y'all tell me? Because I did this poll last night, basically asking this question. But can y'all tell me how many trade partners, y'all in the chat, how many trade partners do you think the Lions genuinely have? I went through and counted it myself, but how many do y'all think they genuinely have? Like if you were looking and you was like, oh, this is a real strong option for a trade partner. How many would you say they really have? How many? 2 to 3? Okay. 2? Okay. Listen, y'all don't even got to tell me the name of the teams. Y'all don't got to tell me the name of the teams. Y'all just got to give me a number. All right. 3 to 4, 3. Okay. All right. That's about what the chart show. I'm sitting up here watching my man's RachelMarieSports. Shout out to that young man. I'm telling you, if y'all not supporting him, shame on you. And he brought up something that really I didn't think about. See, I've been listening to a lot of people, and they've been saying a lot of things, and I just been going whatever. And it's so crazy because I have spent so much time trying to fight against the masses of stupidity that I've missed so much. I've missed so much. But this young man brought the idea of the Chargers being a trade option. And it never popped in my head that makes the most sense as a trade option. And if you go through and you look right now at the draft, right now, Panthers, Denver, Dallas, Arizona, New England, the Eagles, the Chargers, the football team. Make sure I ain't forgetting somebody. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Nonetheless, I remember counting 9 teams. 9 teams that are real trade strong. The only problem that I have with some of these options is the media is not talking about it, and us on YouTube are not talking about it. But you know who was? Writer was. Writer was paying attention to it, and he got me to think about it in a lot of ways. A lot of ways. And so the first thing I'm going to do is go with this idea because that's when I started noticing that there's a trend. The Chargers, every single one of their websites, you go to their YouTube channel, you go to their fan pages, they're all talking about praying and hoping that Rashawn Slater slides to them or Sewell slides to them at 13. They're praying that he just somehow make it down there. And the fan base are in those videos and in those comments blowing them up about receivers. Now, I ain't the smartest person in the world, but I got to talk about this because there's a perspective for draft strategy. And for me, when it comes to a draft strategy based on the number of options that I have, I can come up with different ways to do this, right? Like there is no one size fits all on this. So with that being said, let me go ahead and present an interesting article that I found. All because of Writer. Just interesting. I'm going to make this quick. I promise y'all. Okay. Let me get this off the screen so we ain't got nothing interrupting. Getting all up in the way. Boom. All right. Let me get this off the screen too. Boom. All right. Good people. I want y'all to pay attention to what that headline say. Now, this is not a Detroit Lions thing. In fact, this is fan side. You see the little boats right here? This ain't Detroit Lions. In fact, the title says LA Chargers wide receiver at 13 is a fundamentally bad idea. 13. 13. Our fan base wanted at 7. All right. This man right here says Jalen Waddles or Devontae Smith could be among the options available for the LA Chargers once their time is to select at 13 comes up, basically, right? So he streamlines all this to say this. He says 2 weeks ago, Pro Football Focus lists Waddles as a fit for the Chargers. When discussing areas of need, having a field stretcher like him would be great for the Chargers, but it just doesn't make sense in round 1. Okay, this shit right here finna get real. I know this finna upset a few people. If you one of those people who got sensible emotions and stuff, this probably ain't for you, okay? If you one of those people who are hell-bent on your beliefs and you can't dig into it, this ain't for you. Because this is a whole nother team we talking about here. This ain't got nothing to do with our alliance. I just want to hear their logic. Let's talk about their logic, though. It says drafting for need versus best player available always is a factor in the draft. Conversations for many NFL teams, the same discussion has enveloped the Bengals fan base into a war between Sewell and Jamar Chase. To me, this isn't the usual debate between best player available versus need, though. The reason the Chargers need a cornerback or offensive tackle isn't just because the starters are bad. It's also because they have players with injuries riddled careers as starters without depth behind them. You know the Chargers picked up Obushi. You know I did a video showing you what Obushi was about yesterday. We're going to leave that one alone. All right. Waddles and Smith are fantastic talents, but are we really going to bet on time, I don't know how to pronounce my man's last name, to properly fill the cornerback and offensive tackle need with picks 47 and 77? And so, when I saw that, I thought to myself, damn, what did the Lions pick at in the second round? 41. And we are under the belief that the Lions can now fill the offensive tackle position at 41. Right? It goes on to talk about how the last few years of second and third round picks in the draft have not been pretty for whatever his name is, Taylor. I'm not going to play with it. To say the best, it said to say the least, with Trey Pipkins, Dan Feeney is how you say his last name, and Forrest Lamp being their primary O-line selections, they wanted to take Joshua Kelly a whole round earlier than they did, and was a healthy scratch for several games. Now, here's the part where he really jumps into this for me. He said, this ain't got nothing to do with the general manager being a bad general manager who can't draft. The draft is mostly a crapshoot anyway. That's for you, Easy, who always want to tell me about value and draft value and this other crap. It's all about getting the pick right. Don't matter where you take them. For any GM in the league, the likelihood of hitting on your first round pick is probably a lot higher than hitting on your day 2 picks. Drafting a wide receiver in the first round in particular has been a boom or bust venture around the league in the last decade. Now, I don't know if he watched my video or not, but I have to believe he didn't because he's a Charger fan. For every Justin Jefferson in the first round, you have a Justin Blackman. Mike Williams has not been a bust by any means, but fans are conflicted on whether the team should sign him to a long-term deal after taking him in the first round for just 4 years ago. The amount of crucial needs on this team, combined with the dude's name, draft history, and the boom-bust rate of first-round receivers, make the Chargers stay away from this position entirely on day 1. All right. Now, there are 3 slides to this. Here's his second reason for this. This is one of the guys that I think we can get late, who I think would be serviceable. But who, what the hell do I know? So he goes on to say, taking a wide receiver in round 1 this year wouldn't just be a mistake from a team need standpoint, but also in terms of value. On my top 50 big board, I have 9 wide receivers. Lance Zierlein of NFL.com ranked the wide receivers as the best position group in this class, as having many others. Wide receiver prospects like, I can't pronounce dude's first name, I think it's Damien Brown, and Elijah Moore may very well be first-round picks in other draft classes. But this year, they may have to wait until halfway through day 2. As always, there will be 3rd, 4th, and 5th round prospects that end up starting roles for the teams, because we can't do that. Now, stay with me. So the difference this year is also physical attributes. The receivers you can go after later, like Tutu Atwell, a guy I like, is an explosive playmaker out of Louisville with great in-game speed that likely won't even be in the top 5 or 6 receivers taken. Now, I'm going to just skip ahead because I want to get to this point. It says someone like Waddles is super tempting because of just how game-breaking he could be at the position. However, the position is also loaded with high upside guys who will go on day 2 or 3. Some of those sleeper receivers have the potential for instant impact, and just don't think that's true with tackles or cornerback prospects that will be taken later in this class. Is this not the exact same shit that I was telling y'all about? Like, look, you're in a position to take something that's not going to be there later for you. You cannot risk taking the guy who's not going to be there later for you. So this guy goes on and he's just breaking this all down for the people, right? He just doing it for the gram, right? For the love. The current LA Chargers wideout group is fine. Look at this. You got this team who got Keenan Allen, Mike Williams screaming, we need another receiver. I thought it was just us, people. I swear to God, I thought it was just us who had this ridiculousness. Okay. Now, he goes on to talk about some other things that I thought was funny, but it's just interesting to see it. He talks about how one of the guys, Jalen Guyton, took strides last year despite having issues and drops. Tyron Johnson showed up and showed a very good skill set. But the thing that he said that I just love, he says Jalen Waddles or Devontae Smith would obviously be better than those 2 guys. But again, it's about value. For the wide receiver 3 role, I would rather have guys that can continue to work and build off of the potential than a luxury pick that leads the team barring at other positions. It's also worth pointing out that the fact that the Chargers draft 2 wide receivers last year who still have good potential, and KJ Hill had a pretty solid game against the Raiders when his numbers was called on. I don't think he'll develop it to Keenan Allen or anything like some fans expect after they stole him in the 7th round. 7th round. But he can't be a quality starter slot eventually. The new coaching staff will also have a chance to look at Joe Reed following the previous coaching staff not using him as a wideout. If Reed develops as a route runner and Joe Lombardi takes a liking of him, the Chargers are now 6 receivers deep. Now, some Lions fans are going to say, we don't get 6 receivers. Right? They're going to say that. And the reality is that's not the point. The point is there's a group of people who have lost their mind. That same group of people want a quarterback. And so I was hoping that, Man Beast would be on because I wanted to kind of talk to him about different draft strategies and different things that he see and what he want and would and would not do. But this article, I had to show it because I'm like, so it's not just me that sees this. Okay. And then the guys to the group of people who want a quarterback, because I got a lot of messages after yesterday's video basically saying that my video didn't prove anything other than the fact that we got rid of some bums and don't need, no blockers. And I was like, okay, cool. And I had a few people who was like, listen, man, we can easily do this and get this done. So now I want you to know what you're looking at. This is the over the cap for Detroit Lions quarterback Jared Goff. And it's a belief that if the Lions draft a quarterback, then they simply can let him sit for a year and then cut ties with Jared Goff. So I decided to share the truth. Jared Goff going to play for a little bit of nothing this year, right? A little bit of nothing. About 5 to 10 million, somewhere in that area, right? But if they cut him next year, you see this part right here? Dead money and cap save. They cut him next year in 2022. They save $650,000 and take a cap hit of $30,500. So we can safely say that if they draft a quarterback this year, he's definitely sitting his ass for 2, right? Definitely. Well, they said we cut him in the 3rd year. That's possible, very possible. You know, you'll save $20.6 million. You'll take a $10 million cap hit. But I don't think this front office is that stupid, because the best value save is to cut him when he turns 30 or move him when you only take a $5 million cap hit and you save $26 million. So what am I saying all this for? I have literally sat up here and thought about the different ways that people have been looking at this draft, and it hit me. They're looking at this draft as the answer to our problems from free agency. That's what this is all about, people. All of this that we are seeing are people who are reacting and panicking to free agency, right? There are a lot of fans who think we did not do nothing. There are a lot of fans who think that this free agency was dead. But I'm going to ask a question, and I hope somebody in the chat can answer it for me. When was the last time the Detroit Lions went into a free agency and did not sign any big name free agent of any kind? When? Give me one time where the Lions went into free agency and just said, I'm going to get grunt work guys. What year was that? Who was the player that we didn't? Because I went back and looked, and I realized that every damn offseason, we went into free agency overpaying for free agents who did not work out. We got the one free agent that we got that I thought worked out for the most part, but it was short-lived, was Kyle Vanderbosch. Maybe Steven Tullett. And I think we traded for him, but I'm drawing a blank. Right? Like, when was the last time? Glover Quin? No, he was a high-profile safety. Yeah, he was up there, bro. He had a name. He had a name. He wasn't chopped liver. When's the last time we went into a free agency and didn't do it? And then I thought about this man here. Where he at? Let me make sure I hit it right here. I thought about this message he sent me yesterday as I was getting off the air. Crimson Shadow. And he said, most of these fans just need a top 10 prospect. It's been 12 years, and we have not had a top 10 prospect in a long time, and we wanted it. And I started putting all these puzzle pieces together, and I was like, right, the Lions fans are grasping at straws, trying to make sense out of an offseason they don't understand. I don't understand why when I hold my head underwater, I can't breathe no more. Do I need to go experiment more with this? No. Some things just are not for you to understand. They are just for you to accept. Why can't I fly like birds? I mean, if we're gonna do this role, let's go full-fledged deep into it. Most of these people are coming out looking at the free agency and saying to themselves, we didn't do enough. But every damn year that we thought we did enough did not work in our favor. And now, because they do something so different, so unorthodox, so out of the box, we are confused and lost and don't know how to accept it. And it's all because there's nobody that we can look at and say, ooh, we got this guy in free agency. I'm just trying to figure this out. I sit here and I go through, I look at every comment. Every comment. If you ever comment on any of my videos, you know I will have a full freaking conversation with you through the damn video. I will do it. And I noticed this trend. I've put up a number of different polls. And I've noticed this trend where Lions fans are now convinced, like the media, that we're going to have the first overall pick and we're going to suck. Because of what? Free agency. They're not even saying same old Lions. They're saying because of free agency. It don't make sense. And then I come along with my forward thinking ass, all out the box, saying stuff that don't line up with them. Because that same fan base will go nuts if we paid $10 million for 1 year to Patrick Peterson or to Jadeveon Clowney. And I'm going, why do that? The Lions plan is simple. It's clear to me. Get grunt work players who want to be here. If you have not hit that like or subscribe button, please do so. I got so much more to coming. I'm finna run a train the next 6 days coming up, hopefully. Y'all gonna want to be here for that. Some live film reviews coming up. But I want y'all to understand something. The biggest problem that I'm starting to see right now is our fan base being caught up in free agency. The 1 year they decided, we're not going to do this. We're not going to go out there and overpay for people who don't cut it. We're not giving up 6-round pick for 5-game rental defensive ends who has clearly lost a step. We're not doing it. And our fan base has lost their damn mind. So guess what? They got to go to the moments where they were happy. You know, like when we had Calvin Johnson. So we got to take a receiver. And now all I've been hearing for years is how any quarterback can come here and win. Stafford just a loser. And then we get any quarterback. And he's not good enough. And then we turn around and they say, well, Stafford's win-loss record is trash, hot garbage. He won't be nothing. Blah. You get a guy with a win-loss record, knowing damn well I can care less about this kind of stuff, but you get that and you don't like him. And why? Because of free agency. And then you go and look in free agency and ask yourself, who would you have to pay? Seriously. Who would you willing to give the money up to? But they didn't just look at free agency. They didn't just stop there. You know what they did? And it's the saddest part of it. They forgot the other moves that we made. The 2 first-round picks in the 3rd, plus a quarterback replacement. They forgot the 7th-round pick in 2023. Some of us may not be here in 2023, and yet they traded a pick that we don't even know what the hell going on. It may not be a season in 2023, and you went out and got a replacement and an upgrade at D-tackle. You went out, got an upgrade as for a backup running back. But we focusing on the free agency and what we did in free agency and did not do. And the worst part about it is this. We never once, all we kept talking about is we want a front office. Now you got a front office with a football guy who has a football guy that got competent people, with a guy who has built teams up. Go and look at the Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs because he did that. We just tossed all that shit out the window. That's not good enough. That's not how we get it done. We got to be able to go and sign big name players, because without big name players, we can't be doing a good job in the offseason. Now, I started this thing going apologizing to the Lions fan base because I knew for a fact that I was wrong. I thought it was just us who was delusional. I see it's other fan bases too. It's one of the reasons why I hate fantasy football and I hate Madden, because it got people really thinking they did something. Right? Like they really got them thinking that. I saw another article where it said that the Detroit Lions fans were upset and pissed off about players skipping voluntary workouts. And I'm thinking, it's voluntary. I mean, that's like me getting mad that you didn't like voluntarily give me your bank account information so I can take your money? Like, it's voluntary. And we are in the middle of a pandemic, and fans are caring about this. Asking questions like, how can they stay in shape? They have gyms, personal gyms in their own house. Trainers who they can work out with one-on-one. It's voluntary. And the worst part is this shit been voluntary. And people been skipping voluntary workouts. And people go, oh, yeah, but it's a new coaching staff. Okay. Wake me up when someone cares. The Detroit Lions players opting to not go to voluntary workouts means nothing. And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why. 1, the head coach. The head coach. Just go back and look at Pride of Detroit's video with them interviewing Jamal Williams when he said, I'm a professional. We do this. I know how to work out and stay in shape and stay ready to go. I have people who help with that. I pay people for that. Like, I just, I get it. And the best part about it is this. That same fan base, who is now on Twitter, because I've seen it, giving the players hell with the most absurd messages, are mad at something that's voluntary. Don't even require you to do nothing. It's voluntary in the middle of a pandemic. It don't make sense. Laughing out loud, I thought I was the only one. If not enough people want to work out, no need to open the facility. I don't get it. It's voluntary. They have their own gyms. They have people who they pay that come and train them. They go to different states and work out with certain people to keep them up to par. I don't know if y'all on Instagram, but I am, and I'm on Tracy Walker's page. He's always working out with an individual. 2, actually. He got the guys running receiver, but 2 individuals. Why are we tripping about them not doing this? Because it's a new coaching staff? Come on, man. I just want y'all to be aware. My man Beast finally made it in the building. Look like he driving.
Yeah.
Man Beast, you always scaring the shit out of me. Why you just can't just pull over, brother? I don't want you doing all this dangerous stuff. I mean, and it looks so uncomfortable, bro. What's going on?
I'm only around the corner down the street from my home, but I don't feel like going at home, setting up my computer and camera and all that other stuff right now. So I'm out and about.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Man Beast Morris is in the building. All right. Man Beast, we got to talk about this. First thing I want to talk to you about is what is up with this perception of, because where I'm at right now is this point where the fans are going nuts about players from the Lions opting out of voluntary workouts.
I don't know why. Like, it's just voluntary workouts. It's not like these players don't want to go to OTAs or training camp or something like that. I don't know why people flipping out about it. It makes no sense to me. They can work out on their own.
What is it that they think, that the fans think? What is it that they think happens with these players when they just sitting at home eating ho-hos and honey buns and stuff, right? Like they just went on a full splurge of hot Cheetos and cola. Why is it so difficult for the fan base to understand that these people don't get all their skill sets and all their conditioning done through the team? Why is this so hard for them to understand?
I don't know. These people never played football or even played any sports for that matter, so they don't know anything. When I worked out on my own. We didn't work out as a team have like a football team going to the workout room. We barely ever did that. I always worked out at home with my own weight. So
right.
What's the difference?
I don't get it. Troy says, Luke, how come you never go on face cam? Because of employment. And so due to my employment, I have certain restrictions that I have to abide by. I'm technically, per my agreement with my employment, am not supposed to have this. Hence why I just don't put my face on it. You can't say it's me. And yes, I got the first name up there, but that don't necessarily means that it's me. So employment reasons is why I don't go on camera. So that's what it is. Now, Man Beast, we have been on Twitter. We have been on Twitter before.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about it. Man Beast thought that I thought that he was against me. It's not true. But you are in the camp of drafting a quarterback 7th overall. Tell me why.
We need a quarterback, man. Jared Goff ain't gonna get it done for you, even though we're not trying to win right now. In the end, we don't know if he's gonna get it done, and I don't think he's the answer for it. Even though I don't think he's a bad quarterback, but I don't think he's our long-term solution. We need a quarterback now. If we don't get one this year, we definitely got to get one next year. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Well, I think next year makes more sense, but how do you determine long-term? What is considered long-term? In the NFL, to me, long-term is 3 seasons. Because that was the longest 3 seasons I ever had to endure under Matt Patricia. And in my eyes, that was too damn long for that term.
That's like sticking your finger down your throat and repeatedly throwing up over yourself over and over again until you lose the right amount of weight you want to lose.
Right. It's redundant. So my question is this. Your belief is Jared Goff is not going to get it done, right? And your belief is that Jared Goff is not the long-term answer. But you are in the camp of taking a quarterback next year. Let's say hypothetically, because you said something that I thought about when you said we're not trying to win this year, which I disagree with. But let's hypothetically say this. Let's say they take a quarterback 7th overall, and then they actually do what you said, which is not try to win, and now they end up with the 1st or 2nd overall pick. What do they do with the quarterback they took 7th overall? And what do they do with Jared Goff?
Well, when the Goff contract run out, then when it runs out, hey, next guy up. You got to be ready, man, because if, say, like Jared Goff goes down with an injury, which is very possible, because he's known for getting injured a little bit, like, who going to back him up? You trust, what's that guy named? Boyd or whatever his name is?
Boyles? Tim Boyles?
Yeah, Tim Boyles. You trust him? He haven't done nothing.
I do trust him.
Why you trust him?
I trust him because he's not going to be asked to carry the team. He's going to be asked to manage the team. And I think most teams will succeed if they ask the quarterback to manage it. The problem that we have always had is whoever we got, we've asked them to carry the team. We had Barry Sanders. Let's give him the ball 300 times. We had Calvin Johnson. Let's throw him the ball 300 times. And then we get Matthew Stafford. Let's throw the ball 300 times. They never went into the route of saying, let me get a person who can just manage the game. And so with Tim Boyles, if he's being brought in, you're not going to be asking him to do the same things as you would ask a Jared Goff to do. You're going to ask him to adjust his game to manage it. In other words, don't hurt my team. Simply do your job. That's why I trust what they're doing. Plus, I trust thus far the process that I'm seeing from the Lions.
Yeah, I just don't want us being conservative because that sounds like a conservative move to me. Like, yeah, you bring him in, be basically a game manager. But what happens when you're in a situation in this crunch time and you need your quarterback to thrive and really just make big plays down the field? Then what's going to happen? You're going to want a game manager as a quarterback that ain't going to throw the ball down the field, going to play scared, and then we lose anyway. So, I don't know.
Yeah, but if you look at it from a different perspective, though, right? Let's look at it from this perspective, man, Beast. Let's look at it like this. What if that was all just being bottled up and being ready to be unleashed? Like, for example, a guy that we all know and love who played at the University of Michigan, got a number of Super Bowl rings doing the exact same thing. And his name is Tom Brady. He literally sits there and manages the whole damn game. And then when they really need him to throw some balls down the field, they do it. But the thing that I noticed with a lot of those games is they scheme open their receivers and they scheme open for the quarterback. And so I just look at it and I say, if I can't trust that process, Because keep in mind, a lot of people wanted Patricia to have a third year. If I got to believe that I got to get Patricia I know you went in that camp.
First year I went him going. I knew he was terrible.
Bro,
yeah, go ahead.
Listen, I was a first year person too, and you was one of the few people that I do remember made a video and was like, I told y'all after the first year it was done. When we got blew out, you said when we got blew out by the Jets, I was like, I've been saying the same thing. Like I've been saying the same thing. But I'm just pointing out to you, what if, you know, they do it a different way? Because we've never had a team where the quarterback was asked to just manage it. We've never had that. And in fact, the last team that we had where we asked the quarterback to just manage it, we went to the NFC Championship game in 1991.
And how that turned out, how that Redskins game turned out, an absolute destruction of a game.
Yeah, but the Redskins, they was a good team. And how has it turned out since we went the other way? We haven't even sniffed the ass of the NFC Championship game.
Since then, I know.
Man, so I'm just saying. Go ahead.
I was about to say, you referring to that Redskins team, remember they had the number one defense and number one offense. Let's not forget that either.
That's what I'm saying. It was. I mean, listen. If you're gonna lose as a game manager, for a game manager to get us that far, I'm not mad at the logic behind it. Now, you are also in the camp of taking a wide receiver. And so I always want to make sure we can have a decent conversation, and you basically tell the people why you feel like, hey, look, this is an option that we should be looking at, and if it's there, we should take it. So why would you take a wide receiver 7th overall?
Why we should take a wide receiver? Look, you trust Rashawn Perryman? No, I think he sucks. And he's injury prone. Damian Ratley, I see him a little potential in him. I think he should get more opportunities. Quintez Cephas, same deal. But this receiver core, if it's going into the season like this, will be one of the worst in the league. And you need a playmaker. Period. You need guys that make big plays down the field. So, but I'm not completely against getting a receiver or any other position. Like, I wouldn't mind taking an offensive lineman. We get an offensive lineman, I'm cool with it. We get a quarterback, cool with it. We get a wide receiver, I'm cool with it. We get a tight end though, no.
So you not with the Kyle Pitts idea of him being a hybrid wide receiver tight end?
No, we seen too many players like that came into the league, hybrid guy like Evan Ingram from the Giants, right? He was supposed to be in this next big thing in New York, and he ain't nothing. I'm trying not to cuss, but
it worked with Chase Claypool.
Chase Claypool not a true. He never was a tight end. He was more of a real receiver. This guy is came in as a tight end, and he supposed to be this receiver tight end guy. What he done? Same goes for David Njoku. Like, they haven't done nothing.
Okay, so this is where you get a chance to tell the people, because like I said, we in the building, we got people in the building, we talking about it. Man Beast Morris is the general manager or the person responsible for the draft. He gets to make one selection, 7th overall. You can trade this pick. You can take a player. What is Man Beast Morrison doing?
If I had it my way, if Phil's not there, trade back maybe to like 10 or 11. Get Rashad Slater if he's still there. Get him and get extra capital for the draft. Get extra capital for your draft. That's what I was trying to say.
Now, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up, because now we got to go do a little visual aid. We got to look at a little bit of stuff. This beautiful article right here was written. Let me see what this is. SB Nation, Pride of Detroit. All right. 2021 Detroit Lions 7th-round mock draft. Lions move back and solidify offensive line. And they have the Lions trading down to the 9th pick, taking Rashawn Slater. And in return, we get the 71st pick and pick 191, which I think 191 is a fifth, if I'm not mistaken. So we get a first, a third, and a fifth to move down 2 spots. And we still walk away with Rashawn Slater.
I think that's a 6th round pick, actually. I think that's 6.
191? Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. I must, yeah. But I'm saying, so it'll be a first, a third, and a 6th. Would you do that?
And we get an extra 3rd this year. I'm down for it, but no lower than that. Like, if we get just 6th round, 5th round picks, no, I don't want that. Yeah, we might as well just stay where we at.
My problem with this is I know the Panthers want to tackle, and so if you're trading this pick to go to 9, you're probably not getting Rashawn. You're probably not. Now, if somehow, some way, both Sewell and Rashawn is both there, then yeah, you probably not gonna get him.
I mean, 9, it's possible. Now, if you say like 12 or something, he probably not gonna be there. But yeah, 9, it's a possibility.
Now, let's go down a little bit further. In the 2nd round, they have the wide receiver, Demi Brown, being taken with the pick 41. So they still going to get a receiver at this point. So far, we got Slater at 9. We got extra picks. We done picked up Brown. How are you liking the draft so far?
Brown, he not one of the main receivers I want, but hey, to each his own.
Give me a receiver that you will want that's past the 1st round.
I don't know if he'll be there. But
who's that?
If Terrence, you know what I'm talking about, Terrence Marshall there, then yeah, I want him. Or if we can get like Eckers from Western Michigan, I'll take him as well. Because that guy's electric with his speed. So we need some speed on this team. This team's slow as hell.
Okay. They come in the 3rd round and they say we select linebacker Jabril Cox. So at this point, we filled our receiver hole, our offensive tackle hole, and we filled our linebacker hole. How are you feeling about this?
We need a double dip at linebacker, you ask me. I think Tavai sucks. He's terrible.
You've been tossing Tavai out for a while, bro.
I do not like Tavai. I don't know what people see in him. We need a double dip at linebacker, you ask me. If we trade back and get a linebacker in the 1st round, I would not be mad at all. We need one. We need a couple of them. But yeah.
Okay, listen, I ain't mad at you. Now we got the 2nd, 3rd round pick with us basically taking Tyson Campbell, cornerback. How are you feeling about this? Because this one right here had me scratching my damn head.
Corner, you can never have enough corners. And the Lions' history, knowing our history, our corners go down every year. Every year. For something. Okay. But I think safety is a bigger need for us, if you ask me. We need safety.
I think safety is number 1. Number 1 need for us is safety, but there's not a safety I'm willing to take at 7 overall. Even though it's number 1 need for us. Right? Like, that's how I'm feeling about it. Then he got us taking a defensive tackle at 3, the other 3rd round pick we picked up, and then we come back and we double dip at wide receiver. Now, what I found intriguing about this is you tell me it's enough receivers left that we can double dip in it. Interesting.
Maybe if you trade back, yeah.
It's just too loaded. Then they got us in the 5th round taking another corner.
No, that's who came up with this mock draft? Proud of Detroit.
Listen, I'm just showing you what they did. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just showing you what they did. Let's scroll down a little bit more. And now they got us with our 6th round pick taking Paris Ford, safety out of Pittsburgh. So we've got 2 receivers, 2 cornerbacks, an interior defensive lineman, 1 linebacker, our offensive tackle, and here we got our safety.
This mock draft is horrible. But it's like whoever came up with this, they was eating bath sauce before they made this.
Oh man. Oh.
That was just bad. I don't like none of them picks except the first 2 picks, but
so the first 2 you good with, the other ones you like, what the hell going on?
Why we need a double dip at corner, man?
I don't know. I don't know why we need to double dip at receiver. Like, our defense still need help. Like,
you need a defensive tackle. You need a safety. You need. I mean, now, come on, man.
Again, Writer. Shout out to that young man, RachelMarieSports. Go and check it out. It is linked in the description. I gotta show you this. Writer found this on Twitter. This just blew my mind. This man right here. I don't know who the hell Ian Wharton is. It says at NFL Film Study. I don't know if that's legit or not. I don't know. But he came up with this chart, right? He came up with this chart, and he basically took a chart that showed catchable passes thrown from the quarterbacks in this class. Now, this right here gives a little brief explanation, so I'm letting everybody see it, right? But this shit right here is the chart that blew my mind. Obviously, is green is still good. Yellow is cautionary tale. Orange is, we get into the danger zone. And red is just flat out terrible. Look at that man right there. This is who SpeakEZ want to take Trey Lance.
I don't.
Now, this right here is for some people may be confusing, right? But I want to leave it here. I tried to zoom it in, but it just didn't work. But if you're on Twitter, you can go and look at this yourself and you can zoom it in as much as you want. I just want you to see the red and the color so far. Because what he did next, this man right here, we got to get down to it. He breaks it down on what it means. Individual rankings by depth. Justin Fields, when throwing the ball 0 to 10 yards, he ranked 5th. 5th among prospects coming out. 5th. Like, we're talking about every draft. 5th. Okay. And yards and throwing passes from 11 to 19 yards. 3rd. 20 plus, 2nd. He got a cumulative grade of 2nd in terms of passing. And passes that go beyond the line of scrimmage, 2nd. Passes that go beyond 10 yards, 1st. Under pressure, 3rd. Conversion on downs, 14th. And touchdown rate, 3rd. An interceptable pass rate, 33rd, which means he's not giving a lot of passes up that's interceptable. Right? Seems crazy. I'm not even going to talk about Trevor Lawrence. It don't matter. I'm not going to talk about Zach Wilson. It don't matter. But this shit right here. Man, look, just go through the numbers. 21, 71, 58, 57, 60, 68, 56, 85, 7th, 5th. On passes that go 0 to 10 yards, 0 to 10 yards, Trey Lance is 21st. 11 to 19, he's 71st.
Damn.
20 plus, 58th. He has a cumulative grade of 57 in terms of passing. Beyond the line of scrimmage, 60th. 60th.
Justin Fields' numbers look way better than that. Like, come on, man.
Which, if you looking, Randall says that this chart proves that Justin Fields might be Brad Holmes' guy. This is very valid argument, Randall. I'm not going to argue with you on that. Passes beyond 10 yards total, 68th. Passes under pressure. This is the most important one to me for any quarterback because you're going to get pressure. 56. Conversion downs, 85th. 85th. Could you imagine somebody in the middle of a marathon race and they like, yo, how many people running? 100. What did you come in at? 85th. What the? Touchdown rate 7th. He had 28. Interception passes rate 5th. Right?
Yeah.
It says tools are worth investing into, but risk is obvious.
So interceptable pass rate, if he ranked 5th, that means his is very likely to get intercepted.
I don't, bruh. This is a guy that my homeboy Easy is beating the table. He even already gave him a name, Trigger Trey. If the Lions, just to put it in perspective, we're gonna go to Mac Jones. You don't see them kind of numbers with Mac Jones. They both played one damn year. Man, Beast, you sure you want a quarterback?
I don't want Mac Jones and I don't wait Trent Lance. That's for sure.
I'm just saying. I mean, the draft could go Lawrence, Wilson, Fields. Now you're left with Trask, Jones, Lance. What do you do with this, bro?
I don't know, man. Like I said, if Fields they're not there at 7, then trade back, get extra picks, and get a quarterback next year. That's all I got. But then again, who's to say the Lions gonna be picking in the top 10 again? Who knows? I mean,
like this is just scary. And so I started being like, you know what? This has got to be a joke, right? This man has worked his way up through the ranks. I followed his whole profile. I'm Googling him. I'm trying to see, like, is this a legit thing he did here? And these are the numbers you came up with. This is some alarming. You sure you want a quarterback? Because if you're looking at one, it's probably going to be this guy or Mac Jones.
Oh no, if that's the case, just stay at 7 or trade back. Because I don't want neither one. I'd rather drink a whole gallon of Hennessy than get one of them. Because I can't do it, man.
Bruh, this is nuts. This right, bruh. Y'all don't even understand. This is the projected first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. In yards 0 to 10, 31st. In yards 11 to 19, 19th. Yards 20 plus, 27. He got a cumulative grade of 26. Beyond the line of scrimmage, 36. Beyond 10 yards total, 25th. Under pressure, 17th. Conversions, 24th. Touchdown rate, 23rd. Interception pass rate, 15th. He says he compared to Deshaun Watson data-wise. You notice he had to say data-wise because if he don't say that, they're gonna go another route, right? And then you go to the people like Zach Wilson, who I think is a beast. And yes, there's risk there, but the stuff he do is not normal. Yards 0 to 10 yards, 6th. 11 to 19th, 11. Yards of 20 plus. So you know how the Lions fan base love the deep ball, right, bro? We love that deep ball. 6th. He's fourth. He got a cumulative grade of 6. Beyond the line of scrimmage, 5th. Beyond 10 yards, 2nd. Under pressure, 22nd. That dude kind of worried me a little bit, but it wasn't as worse as Lance. But conversion downs, that dude pretty good on conversion downs. And in terms of touchdown rate, he 9th. And in terms of passes that are interceptable, 2nd. Meaning that the chances of you getting a pass intercepted from this man is unlikely. Now,
okay.
Bruh, I'm just stuck, bro. Bruh. I've been studying this for too long. I'm like, bro, this is not normal. You should never see these kind of numbers. What are you thinking when you see this? Understand this is one of your possibilities as a quarterback.
I'm going to say Andre Ware again, huh?
That's what you giving him, the Andre Ware treatment?
Yeah. Athletic dude, big athletic dude. black quarterback, but he sucks. He can't throw. Like I ain't never seen Trey Lance under no real pressure, like far as like who we play against or nothing like that. Like he play in the crappy division. So I mean, the jury's still on him, but I just don't trust Trey Lance, man. I don't. I seen tape on him. He's a one-read quarterback. Like he don't go through his progressions because I think he programmed that way. Yeah, he don't have pocket awareness. It just I wouldn't get him. I wouldn't.
Delusional Lion fan says, "Fine golf stats." I'm gonna have to hit. I already have sent this man messages because I'm in it, bro. I'm like when I found Math Bums, I was in it. I'm in this. This explain this. Explain convergent, bro. 85th, right? It's mind blowing to me that these are the people that we're hyping up, and I'm like, the risk is too high to take this guy because he's still raw, and it's like, oh, if he get untapped potential, yeah, he's gonna take him 3 seasons, and we're not the team to be waiting 3 seasons with. You know what I mean? Like it. Now, Jimbo G said Trey Lance, that might be the smoke screen so other teams leave him alone. Team selecting him gets him without a dog fight. This dude don't have no affiliation to anyone. Like there's no affiliation at all. Could be a smoke screen, but whoever paid him to do it, he convinced me. Shit, this is crazy. And it's just breaking down catchable passes. So from 0 to 10 yards, he was 21st in terms of catchable passes. 11 to 19, 71st in terms of catchable passes. Mind you, this is out of 89. 89. Like, but bruh, that conversion down thing got me shook, bro. Like
Trey Lance should be a late second round pick or a third round pick. You ask me.
Yeah, he need. Like I said, I like some things in this game. I don't like the fact that he don't slide. But I agree with Tokyo Rockstar. It's either boom or bust. Antoine says, "Damn, I'm late, but what up, though, Luke? What's going on, bro? I'm getting ready to get off in a minute to get everything set up for the round table. So we can do that. I don't know, man. But you got time to hop on there?
Bro, I might have a little. I might be on there for a little bit. Yeah.
Listen, if you busy, you busy. I ain't mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand it. If you busy, you busy. Like I work, you work. Everybody got. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody got a job, but you know, we all put in work on something, right?
Yeah.
Go Lions say we need to trade back and go Slater. What you think?
Yeah, I said that like if possible, but if you can't trade back, then just get one of them. So get Slater or Sewell, whoever there.
Man, this is I'm leaving this up there because haters gonna say it's fake. I don't. You know what? I didn't even see if he did mod. I didn't even see if he did Kellen mod. Let me scroll down. I'm on his Twitter page, so he posted this stuff. Let me just see if he did Kellen mod. I mean, he look. Do you have numbers available for Jamie Newman by any chance, or maybe the next 5 ranked quarterbacks is available? I do have Newman. I'm going to crank out Ma and Mills and Trask and get it up dated ASAP. Did you do it already? Shit. I'm in this, bro. This is just not normal. Let me see something. No, I ain't trying to go to that. What the hell? This how y'all know I ain't used to no damn Twitter. Did I do this wrong again? Man, bitch, what the hell am I doing wrong, bro? How you get to this man's? There you go. All right. Oh, what is this? Oh, people. Look at this shit here. Look at this shit here. Y'all, look at this, people. That man got Andrew Luck up here. Robert Griffin, Ryan Tannehill. What's the? I ain't gonna talk about our old quarterback. Where's Goff? Goff gotta be in here. What year was Goff took? You remember? Right here. Jericho, how do you make this big? Please make this work. Oh y'all don't got me all week. Listen, I'm ready, people. Let's see. But you can't see what the chart of that. Let's see if we see any red. Let's just see if we see any red. I'm gonna let it go slow. Any red? Any red?
No.
I don't see no red yet, bro. Damn, I don't see no orange neither. Oh, they go a yellow. All right, so we got a yellow here, and we can go up and see what this is. Oh, versus pressure. So he's it's a little cautionary with him on the pressure. Who else he got on here? Oh my God, why he do this? Why he do me this way? Uh-oh. Bro. Do you see this? Y'all know listen. Y'all, we got to figure this out. And I don't have enough time to do it, but we got to figure this shit out. This man has come up with a way to determine the validity, like it. And you know the scary part about it? If you look at the people with, like right here, look at the red on Josh Allen. But again, 0 to 10 on Josh Allen. He not in the red. Even Josh Allen, 11 to 19, 32%. And they said, how long did they sit Josh Allen?
You said how long you been in the league?
No, I'm saying like how long did he sit before they let him get in? Like before they let him play? Like a year, 2 years? A year, right?
No, he played right away.
No, I thought he sat for a little bit because did Tyrod get hurt?
I think he probably did sit.
I think he sat.
He probably sat for a couple of games or something, but he played most of his rookie year. So he was terrible his rookie year.
Bruh.
But
who got more red than freaking Lance? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Ain't nobody got more red than Lance. This is some scary shit right here, y'all. This is nerve-wracking. This right here, the reason I looked at golf, because I wanted to see what golf looked like. And if you really look at this, I can, without me even having the numbers, 0 to 10 yards, and you just look at, like, this is all based on college, people. This is all based on college. If you just look at the NFL, though, it still matched up to how he passed the ball and how he had success. It still matched up. And then when you go through in terms of pressure, this is true. In terms of pressure, it's a little sketchy. But on 3rd and 4th down percentages, that man is in the green. Ooh wee. This man might be on to something. This man might. Blake Bortles didn't have any red. He didn't. Where's Blake Bortles ass at? It's all based off of college now. Where's Blake Bortles at? Did I miss him? Right here. Yeah, Blake Bortles didn't even have any red. He got a few orange. That means he was in the danger zone. He was in the danger zone. And here's my man Trey Lance with all kind of red. I just want to see who they got in terms of red. They got Lamar. No, he's not on here, but I'm saying they got Lamar Jackson in the red. In terms of the pre-analytic accuracy, so pre-throw reads, they got him in the red on that, which is fair. I think he did have trouble with pre-throw reads. But 0 to 10, just in the danger zone, not bad. Accuracy and within the 11 to 19, I think this is a fair assessment. This is crazy. Man beast.
Yeah.
I mean, after seeing this, right? Like, you see it. And then you see this. Like, bro, we can't want no quarterback at this point. Like, we got to be honest with ourselves. This is crazy. I mean,
ain't nobody gonna be perfect, but I mean, I ain't want to. So
I'm with you, bro. Listen, man, I'm glad you came through. I'm finna set everything up for the round table. So this was gonna be a short one anyway, but this shit just blew my mind. I'm in it. I'm in this thing deep. Okay. I'm in this thing deep like a good day at the Netflix and chill. You understand me? I'm just saying, this is nuts. This is nuts. I just don't, boy, I don't even think y'all understand this. This is nuts. Sir, what are your final thoughts for the people? Hopefully you join us on the he clicked off. Damn it. Shit. I'm listening. He'll be back. I know he will. There you go. There you go.
My bad.
He changed his name to King Man Beast. Okay.
No, it was already on there.
Okay. I just missed it. Bro, listen, give the people your final thoughts before we get this thing going so I can get ready for the round table. This just blew my mind. Damn.
Let's say this. Shout out to Dan Campbell, but for now. But, but believe me, if he go 3-14, yeah, it's gonna be a problem. But yeah, man, it's been good chopping it off a little bit, you know. Even on Twitter, talking a little trash, you know. But yeah, it's been good chopping up on here. Shout out to everybody out there that's on this video, and that's pretty much it, man. I ain't got too much to say.
I mean, if they ain't subscribed to you, I don't know what to tell them, man. They pump faking, they playing too much. So you make sure you go and subscribe to him. I think if y'all were wondering who was Joey 2 Times talking about, I think he's talking about TJ Vasher. I'm almost sure that he's talking about TJ Vasher. I could be wrong, but I think he's talking about TJ Vasher as the 6-foot receiver who ran a 4.49. But again, I am not buying into the 40s this year because I feel like everybody runs a 4.4, and I don't understand how this shit is happening. So I'm not buying into it. Kobe says PFF has us taking Sewell at 7. Everybody want to join the O-line train now because they realize that this is possible. It has been possible, but who's to say? Just saying. Good people. Let me give y'all my positive word for the day. Because it's needed. It's definitely needed. Today's positive word comes from an unlikely source. You know him, I know him. He's got a special place on all our heart. That person is Cookie Monster. Yeah, I said it. Cookie Monster. That guy from Sesame Street, you know, the one that made us act the damn fool when the cookie was in our hand and create a mess. That guy. My son seems to enjoy the show, so I was watching it and he made a statement that he was saying to one of the kids, and what he said to him is if I'm not nice to you, and I'm not nice to myself. And I was like, damn, okay, think about that a little bit deeper. And what he essentially is trying to tell us and tell that kid is if you're not taking care of yourself, you are no good to nobody else. If any of you have ever been on an airplane or ever flown any damn where and you got children, and they always tell you if you have children, please secure your ass first and then your child. Because guess what? Nobody can take care of your children like you. In other words, you got to take care of yourself to be able to take care of other people. And what I'm telling you is there's a lot of us here today who are not taking care of ourselves. We are focusing in on our mind, but we're not working on our body. In order for the mind to be in sync with your body, you got to work on them both. So it's time to start taking care of yourself, secure your man first, and make sure when you're being nice to others, you're nice to yourself first. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is today's Field Review podcast show. I want to thank my guest, Man Beast Morris, for coming on, having a little fun with me, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he will hop on and join us on the round table. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. We are out.